There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We searching for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Calling out people who willing to serve. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving us the end, the promise from them. The welcome and life without fear.
A lyrical health.
Master.
Play Paris, who make you, I can't Sktv venue. Say my journey, Tina can I say my yamu. And yes, I know money, and more I know. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandbaza.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget now ya to money. That's the TV, and I forget it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring it good news and we give it to you. We searching for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Calling out people who willing to serve. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the promise from best. The world with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lusa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Yes, indeed. Wet Thursday evening, Sktv. We are the best in Liberia. Sktv, we are the best in Africa. Folks, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to all of you out there, cherry listeners. For matter of fact, it's 3 minutes past 6. That's the time check. And today is Thursday, right here in Liberia. Wet Thursday started in the morning with rainfall, and the rain continued up to the evening time. So indeed, it's a wet Thursday in Liberia. I don't know about you, but in Pinsville, though, yeah, let me just be specific. In Pinsville, where we, we from Pinsville, we have how many districts in Pinsville? We have district number what? We have district number 4 in Pinsville. We have district number 5 in Pinsville. We have district number 6 in Pinsville, and we have what? District number 3? No, 2. I think district number 2. District number 2 is in Pinsville, and maybe district number 1 is also some part of Pinsville. But people, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. It's good to be here again after another day of yesterday. We are right here with you to bring you all of the happening, all of the situation back home, the good, the bar, and I usually, we inform you about all of the happening. So again, thank you so much for joining us. Today is Thursday, Aisha. The rest of the team of panelists, they will join us here this evening, including Steve Bode, or better Steve Mose will be here with us, if possible. If not, then we'll continue with the broadcast up to 8 o'clock. So yes, Aliu in Liberia, and yes, he going through some transition and so forth. So maybe Ali may join us or not. But again, it's interesting. We have so many things to talk about, so many things happening back home, whether it's politics, it's entertainment, it's social issues. We have all of these things. Sorry, yesterday, some of you, we received a lot of calls, and the time was not really there for our people yesterday to call in and make their input. So we sincerely apologize for that yesterday, and we're taking note on most of these things. At least let's be able to give the platform to the people. Yes, let's hear from the people what they are thinking, what's going on with them, what are some of the things that they have to talk about. So we have all of these things, and we'll give you the platform. We'll give you a lot of time, at least as usual. 7:30 won't pass by us. We'll be able at least to always give you that time so that you'll be able to talk, to call in, and be able to at least to have a little 1 or 2 cents or a little 1 or 2 input that will also help us a better stay, shift the narrative. So again, good evening. Help us share the show. Beatrice, Tapler, please help us share the show. Our own Oma is here. Binta, Man Binta, good evening to all of you. It's not very easy, but because God is guiding us through everything. And I think the government people, some of them trying not to reach out. Why are you reaching out? You say you will tell your own story. So, for us, you see what the enemy. So that was just big. But again, let me play this video from that year from the little guy. In fact, sorry, from the man. Yeah, I'm gonna come put myself into a situation. The John the Ramo. So that year from John the Ramo, I will do the sharing of the show, and we recognize all of you. But that year from John the Ramo, who allegedly killed his fiancée or his girlfriend, because the alleged day of jealousy. Yesterday we said these things. I talked this thing yesterday. In fact, I said this thing. I said 2 things. 2 major things that happen in most of the cases or instances is jealousy or the issue of in bed. So if not the issue of in bed, then a jealousy. Yesterday I said that. And for 2, from our own brother interpretation or our own statement, that speaks for them that indeed they were based on jealousy and alleging that somebody was behind a little batu. So we have to do everything possible to take away our life. But again, Steve will come and still come. Then we'll look, okay, good, that's good. So Steve is already here. Steve Bollett, my good friend and brother, good evening.
Good evening, Milborn. Good to be here, folks. Good afternoon, good evening, good day. A lot of things happening around the world in Liberia, so I feel good to be here. What's going on, Milborn? What's the latest? What's in terms of the social issue quickly before we get into the politics? What's the latest?
Yes, great, Chairman. So we have so many social issues. I think throughout the week, I think we've been following some of the social news that have to do with 2 young people finding themselves, like we always say here on this platform, that love is fake, finding themselves into a relationship and want to have to take away another person's life. That been one of the trending social news. A young guy who allegedly, in fact, took away the life of a young woman, or better say, a young lady or a young girl, a 19-year-old girl, because according to him, allegedly the girl was involved into another extra relationship. So because of that, he had to take away her life. So far, Chairman, these are very social news. And the brown tap, maybe you also pop in or maybe talk about the happening of the brown tap. How come more men are going behind the kind of thing? And it's indeed interesting that to see a lot of men running after brown tap for what reason, sexual pleasure, and so far. Nobody understands some of these things that young guys are running after brown tap. So the brown tap, the guy will take away somebody's life just because the person was having another contact with another person. And I think so far, so good. These are some of the social happening back home. So maybe we can look at that and we'll move on.
Thank you, Milborn. I don't even know where you want to start from. Where would you prefer I start from? The person taking somebody's life or the brown tap thing? Which one?
Yes, I think the brown tap would be okay. Then we'll close up with the taking away of someone's life, because I think that's one of the sad story. Then we'll just end up with that, and maybe you will give your own vases or so forth. But I think the brand tap, maybe we can start off with the brand tap.
Well, starting out with the brown tap issue, first of all, let me say this. Let's not take certain things for joke, because certain things are very important from a health standpoint. Now, I am not a medical doctor. I want to be clear on the record. However, I'm fully aware, based on my trainings and other experiences that I've had, that the issue of sexual performance is mostly in the brain. And so you got to be in the right frame of mind. That's why, as a woman, if you want the man to perform sexually or whatever it is, one of the things you must not do is stop stressing him. Stress can lead to early ejaculation. In other words, stress can make men to come down quick. That's one of the things we also advise people or talk about psychologically to some of our patients when they come in and say, well, our marriage or our relationship having problem. One of the things we look at is we test the stress level to see the man's stress level. So all that plenty making noise in the house, small drama, whining about things, waking up 3 o'clock in the morning to check the man's phone, the auto thing. It's not healthy. Another thing, you can stop giving him plenty of sugar. Plenty of sugar can make men who come real quick. Let me say it like that. Or pre-ejaculate real quick. You know, and there are scientific facts to these things. You want to double check them, go and double check them. You know, and so, like I said, it's mostly a mental thing, the issue of men ejaculating. Let me say this, the first few ones I said mostly were related to the women and so forth, but let me say this to my brothers. Run away from brand tap, brother. Don't waste your time. There is nothing you can do to impress these women, my brother. I'm telling you, there is nothing called certifying. I'm telling you on the record. Some of you will come down with heart attack, high blood pressure, heart failure from the brown tap thing. Who in a summer won't be on top of somebody's daughter for 2-3 hours? Does that make any sense to you? Do you know that when you engage in the issue of sexual activity, that your heart pumping blood? You know what you're doing to your heart as you go along in life? So you have to be very, 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 very careful. The brand tap thing is a failure in there to honor my men. Yeah. You are seeing it today as something that's an achievement. My brother, move from behind. I tell you, I will get direct call. I don't know chairman, I can't lie and I'll go there and all to talk. I will say as it is. The chairman is calling on all his brother. You're about the brand tap mission. Walk away. In fact, the men should be leading brand tap protests. Brand tap is a serious menace and a threat to manhood. I tell you all, let me say again. All of you who are standing with brand tap, I saw that other representative from District 8, what Akara's going to come in winning later on. I saw him talking about brand tap. My brother, you they come and lose for election. You come and lose election 2029. You talking about brand tap. Be careful, no man. Brand tap is risky and very dangerous from a health perspective. You don't want anything in your body that will make you to function more than you're supposed to function as a man. Folks, we are saying this. This is a serious call to our brothers. Stay away. Your little brand tap conversation. I saw Melbourne making advertisement for brand tap. And I heard from sources from third parties that Melbourne is involved with brand tap. I'm warning him on the show, and I will call the rest of the team and let them know if anything happened to Melbourne, we are not collecting a cent on the show for him. We will send him to brand tap. Brand tap is against men who lead the brand tap issue. Folks, you'll be here as a witness that will be on the record today. The same way we can put government on record, we're putting Melbourne on record today. Melbourne, leave brand tap. If your pastor is listening to the show because your pastor can watch the show, man of God, speak to Melbourne on Sunday to drop brand tap issue. That's why he's advocating for brand tap. Now, I'm not saying he's using it. I'm just saying the way you are advocating for brand tap is a problem. It's a problem, folks. This is very serious. Brand tap is a threat to men who it will undermine us. It will be a problem later. Do not settle for temporary happiness where your life will be at risk. So Melbourne, I'll leave it with you. I don't know where you take on the brand tap issue before we can get to
Yeah, Chairman, thank you so much for the advices. To admit you don't know everything because some of us we don't know. Some of you have issues. Sometimes we think that maybe staying long is the only way. Maybe sometimes too the women too they are protesting that their husbands or their men should go out there to buy the brand tab. Chairman, why are you not telling them that maybe they want to be widow or they want to be because you not talk anything.
But the
Amy,
reason,
thank you.
no, the reason I'm calling on my men, the
Eh.
reason I'm calling on no men, and the reason I'm calling on men is because I know the women are looking for something that will honor my men who.
Thank you.
So right now, I don't want to talk about the women. I don't want to, before they say we on the show we go against women or whatever. These women are pushing an agenda that will make men to look like a failure. To all the women, to all the men out there, be smart. So you hear that woman telling you to get brand up Leo. She's setting your life up for failure.
And that's
Brand,
one message coming with chairman. The people say they're against now other things.
eh,
Now the chairman, I mean, what are you calling me? The chairman,
the chairman have phone me. The chairman has sent serious message. You see the chairman? You will not get the chairman right now, but later on you will think the chairman. The thing the chairman see in front of you, you're not seeing it. That brand thing will lead to heart failure. It will lead to hypertension. It will lead to early death for young men. I'm saying it to you. Stay away from brand tap is not your friend. Brand tap an enemy of progress. My brother.
but chairman, you're right because already stress is killing us already. Let me be for some of you today. Anytime we hear, oh, the person died from heart attack, that's stress. That's one of the serious disease that people are paying attention to. So if you want to add another wahala to your stress, then take brand tap. But what chairman is also saying, some of you who think that maybe when you go do some matches outside, people just tell him, oh, in case maybe you want to go do some match also. I like get also match. So you must not be testing people. You see, oh, chairman,
My brother, no, let me say this to you, Milborn. Let me say this to you. Whether you want to play match outside, you want to play match inside, wherever you want to play it, that's your personal right. But I'm saying it to you. Don't say the chairman never warn you. Because when you die from that kind of foolishness, someone will not go to your
what you want to be wanting me, chairman? Myself, I want for Branta to, in fact, the importation of Branta to even stop. But again, chairman, they say the match and not live by what? They say the match and not live by the bread.
No, the chairman speaking to the masses because right now the masses are raised. Gentlemen, anything I got to do with brand tap, avoid it and run away from it. Please save your life for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Save yourself because I can tell you today, when you die, the other guy using brand tap, they're going to look for him too. Yeah. And now I want using brand tap, the other men are using brand tap too. So don't be feeling.
So somebody just telling me the point said, maybe please ask you have a chairman, he said, man shall not live by bread alone.
What do you mean now?
They just protesting me now because you were talking with the person to ask you, man shall not live by bread alone, but also by something else I need to help them through.
Listen. Listen, maybe when you're laughing, you look like you with a brown tap, you're looking like you're working with brown tap people.
No, I mean, chairman. No, chairman, I mean, somebody that you ask you.
I'm suspect of you. You look like you're working with a brown tap people because you are advocating for brown tap on a whole different level. Brown tap is not your friend. Now, somebody say men should not live by bread alone. Men can live by exercise. Men can drink water. Men can work out. How men can live. My brother, leave brand tap business. I'm saying it on the show. When I start dying battle by the fly in our country, you don't say the chairman all want you. Don't get us a hard time. We were one of the very first group of people that told you on the show the issue of certifying woman. Lead that story. You know, it was my brother. Our parents came to try to certify woman, they couldn't make it. You will make it. Your grandpa tried not make it. That you will make it. The people get numerous problems. So your leader, what do you call?
Yeah, so thank you, my chairman. Actually, we will look at that. I think the committee, some of the people that are testing, they say the committee will go into a meeting and they will see your message. And so whether they will take your message or not, they will decide. So yes, so So far, so good. Thank you for that. So I think we can move on to the other one, where the relationship issue that you always saying to people that love is fake, but sometimes they don't believe until when it happened to them. But what say you, my dear brother?
Well, Milborn, I've always said it, and I will continue to say it. The things that we say on the show here, don't get vexed with us. Go sit down and think about some of the points we make, some of the things we say on the show. Go sit down and think about it before you react or get vexed. Don't just wake up and get vexed. Don't do it. Think about what we have said. Think about how we are saying it before you get pissed off. So, that being said, Milborn, we were the very first group of people. In fact, most of the things that are happening in Liberia, we are the first people, whether social, political, religious, we are the very first people to flag it. We might not get the credit that we deserve, but we are the very first people on the show to flag it. And sometimes it might sound bad from the beginning when we say it. It might sound like we're too harsh, or we're criticizing a group of people, or we're going after women, or we're trying to protect men, or we're protecting the other religion from the other religion. But we'll be saying the truth, though. We'll be honest. We'll be saying the truth. And here is another fact. We told y'all that this issue of being in love is not what you think. It's not what you think. Now you see somebody now die because of love. Milborn, we told you that issue of love that not true. Don't marry anybody because of love. Love can fade away. Love can keep no relationship. Love can keep no marriage. That's not true. Women don't have the ability to love. No, women don't have the ability to love, man. They don't. When I said it, Milborn, sometimes we'll say the thing people get very well. But we are saying it for the better good of the society and humankind and nature. So, Milborn, that's my thought there. I'm very sorry for the person, family who lost life. It's sad, it's unfortunate, but that is there. That is there.
Yes, Chairman, thank you for that. Yeah.
The chairman will be joining you shortly. I beg you.
Okay.
Let me log off real quick. I got to log back on.
All right.
Yes, I got to take your son real quick. I'll get back on it.
Wonderful. So let me just play the video of the young guy so that we too can hear from him. Maybe we'll learn our lesson. Most of you young guys who are coming up and young women back to back, all of you so forth back to back again. Let me be frank. These things should be a lesson. Whenever somebody dies, you should be thinking about your life. Every time you go for funeral, don't feel that only people you'll be buried. No. One day, too, they will bury you. These are facts. These are facts. That's why to be greedy in the book of Timothy, to be greedy is not the way of life. Because one day you will go. All the properties, the drugs selling here, they're getting rich, doing all kinds of things to people, taking people women, taking people husbands, doing all sorts of things because you get money. You will leave everything and you will go. So let's listen to our brother. Then I think I've seen Mr. Connor also setting up. He will join us very soon. So let's listen to the suspect.
So in the day I can go sit down to help the food store and to one or two things. When she finish cooking it, while she's serving, I'll be serving the water. So I just spend the whole day there in the evening time me and her going together. So in the morning, I'll just leave her to the house, I'll go traveling. So certainly we had noticed that there the period dinner is my girlfriend and me all living together. She and one I'm a main account on the road. And the new using on Facebook, according Gendo Jack. Yeah, like new using on Facebook and get balling, blagging complexion, short, a yeah, so he's a kind of was now in kind of where I in bad liquor. He ain't pretty massive and they be drinking, but all thing is because now small child are people in. Yeah, so I'm really till that no be there. He ain't pretty laughing. So one recently she started selling coconut factory. So normally I can run traffic in there. So in the day I can go sit down to help them to help the food store and to one or two things when she finish cooking it while she's serving. I be serving the water. So I just spend the whole day there in the evening time going, me and her going together. Then in the morning, going out there, leave to the horse, I go traveling. So certain night we had noticed that there the period dinner, which is my girlfriend and me all living together. She and one I'm a men's account on the road. And the new using on Facebook, they calling Gendo Jack. Yeah, like new using on Facebook and get balling in plugging completion short a perega. Yeah, so he's account it was now in kind of where that in bad liquor. He ain't very massive and they be drinking, but all thing is because now small child are big person. Yeah, so I'm really till that no be there. He ain't really laughing. So one time I be there, I say, oh, Brady, the way I make account the road that he and Alice friendly, because I near him really call of my Alice. I said the way make account the way that he and Alice friendly, he and Alice loving. She said no, he and Alice not loving. He just come on the room. So it stayed 2 hours. One of my mother boy pinch me on the room and say, oh my man, they man and your girlfriend love you. I said no man, it can be true. They meant to be for Brady. So he ain't be loving it. And each time you count the rules now, when you count the rules, sometimes then you not count the when you make phone call, they will take all your food, they keep it. So they why they're helping to do all the work and other stuff. So yeah. So they take all your food when you can, they give it to him, he eat. So saying I read that basis that Miss Sonny she say, oh, Tiba, you going home. So I said, but I two again going together. And what you want me to go home, so I waiting for you. So I will just force it that I wait for her until we go home together. So on a Saturday, yeah, Saturday now, I have after we sleep on Saturday, Sunday in the morning, I give her the full money for her to cook because I already called my partner and say, oh, we'll bring food for you, which is the 26th. Yeah, I call him and say, oh, we'll bring food for you on 26th. I say, okay. So I give her 1,000 for her to cook and then I give her $1,000 for her to buy clothes for $8 or $80 now. But yeah, call our $8 to buy clothes for the girl. Now she asked me, she said, oh, what's about me? I said, no, man, I'm ready to get money for you. So let's just leave that. You got me start school already. So I don't get anything to offer you now. That's how we left here. I went on travel that Sunday morning when I went. I brought surprise clothes for her. I brought a surprise clothes for her. I had to turn it over to her. I turned the surprise clothes over to her. So me that Sunday, I tell her, oh, if I win going out, she said, she won't go out me. She said, I ain't get appetite to go on me. I said, but the way you say, you get appetite to go on, I go on travel, but I don't go nowhere. She said, I ain't get no appetite to go, I'm going nowhere. I left it there. That. I when I came out, I said, oh, baby, what the food you cook? So I ain't get the food for the baby. She said, I ain't got no food. I ain't got no food, nothing like that. I said, but they say you got no food, and I gave you $1,000 for the food money. And at any time I gave you money to back over the day, then at 2,000 in your hand, just share it, give me 1,000, but 1,000 for yourself. I got already back close for you. So just share it, take 1,000, give me 1,000 for myself. Share that. I just say she get money. Or friends say again, as me to say, and of course, and as me everything send. Send and say, oh, and pretty the thing doing the boy ain't good. The boy ain't give you money to cover, you careful for your parents on here, like going to everything back close to it. She said, I just leave that boy in your fair, you just good and you do anything. Share that. Who left you on doing that about jogging with. Just left it. I left I won't travel. Everything. She left onto the horse that Sunday. She and the man went off. She and the gentle jagger. They went off everything. He came back Monday again, which was the celebration day. It's on Monday. Yeah, in the morning, we left to the horse. Everything. She bring my hair, made water, table, everything. I say, oh, saying yesterday I gave you money to go to get money for you. Yeah, I'll say, what going on travel? I should say, why you going on travel? So he give me cabbages. I said, but why you going back? Give cabbage. I say, you going nowhere. He said, you walking about. I'm walking about. So tell you, yeah, I left it. Yeah, I won't travel. Yeah, I won't travel. She went all again for a second. She had the singer went off. So she came that morning now. In the morning, me and her joined the fourth nurse. Join the first nurse. I had took off from for her. on took a phone from her. I went through the nigga conversation, seeing the nigga conversation, everything. I get a notice that about on seeing the or man know that seeing them all laughing, everything, all the time being on the road. Yeah, man know that seeing them laughing, the mother been supporting by laughing. I engage her on the that day. So then on the Tuesday, I had a mother come. My mother said, "Oh, Tibo, bring the phone to the house here." I went, attend the phone over the hall on Tuesday. Attend the phone over the hall, left it there. So that Wednesday night in the evening, when she came for her clothes, I'll lay. I don't finish making how that's when we go to back. When we go to back, I ain't go much traveling. So yeah, so taking over the go to back, I see her. She nagged it. She said, "Oh, come, she nagged it. Open it." She said, "Oh, Tibo, I come for clothes." I said, "But hour like that, you come for clothes hour like that. You can't take clothes hour if you want to take clothes. Normally, they feed the whole two hour in-laws you and Sianen can come to the house. So if you want to get your clothes, wait. You and Sianen come in the morning, you take your clothes now. Yeah, you and Sianen come in the morning.
So what happened after that?
Take your clothes. So in the conversation with the clothes, when she want to take clothes, the other she taking the clothes, I will let her fight.
What happened during the fight?
In doing the fight now, I had a sudden incident take place.
What happened? What you did to her?
What? When he let her the fight, I started beating her. Yeah, I started beating her. How she fall.
When you took her after you noticed that she was there.
After I noticed that she was not corresponding anymore, I told her I carry her to that cross wall because
Who helped you?
Nobody helped me.
You wrap her in anything?
No.
You put her. How you did it?
Nobody. I told her, I carry her. That's on here. But I don't my labor don't even can because no money again can soon.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So that's it. There you have it, my people. Some of you who are listening that have your children, whether they're boy child, the girl child, and whosoever what kind of gender you have, these are some of the things. So now the mother, now into this situation, emotions leading to most of these things that are happening. And in fact, when this thing happened, I told my wife, I said, I think the school, the Ministry of Education, I have to add maybe 2 subjects, maybe into our curriculum that have to do with maybe the technology and social life, or maybe they can just call it something, but I think because there are a lot of us who don't even understand social distancing, emotion control, and all these things. So I think we should start maybe from senior high, but then you enter 10th grade, they start to educate you on unless maybe if you're not in school now, but as soon you're in school, they should be able now to add these subjects to our curriculum. Everything that happened from what the young guy explained, it's just about emotional control. That's it. Emotional control now led him to everlasting thing that you're going to go through forever. Taking away another person's life just because, quote unquote, the person was having friendship with another person. So because of that, he have to, he was emotional. In fact, the mother, you are mother for 2 children. Anyway, let me welcome Mr. Connor. Mr. Connor, good evening first. Let me welcome you, my dear good friend and brother, Mr. Connor. What's up, everything?
Baby, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to hear from you. Let me start. I see Steve was on, but I don't know whether he's there at the back or what. Oh, let me say good evening or good afternoon to Steve and the followers. You know, maybe before I get started, when you guys were on your social topic, you said everything that Steve said that you agree with him. So you agree with him that you are suspicious of the brand top situation too? Or you involved with it or what?
No. Steve was talking about the negative effect, and there where I agree with him. When you talk about the negative effect of all of these things that make him always taking him in the name of staying long or can say in the same platform. But again, Steve said something.
Yeah.
Yes. So Steve also talk about the emotional stress that women will go through, that the women have to give us, little piece and make sure that we are healthy in, in life. That's all. But so that what I agree with him on. About suspending of the brand tap, I have no right to agree with him. That squarely on the head. Thank you. That's squarely on the massive. So let me just say that. But go ahead, Mr. Connor.
Valentine's situation is a funny situation, but again, some of those things that enhancing product of any kind, it has to be medically advised by a medical doctor or your medical practitioner sometime because anything you're doing, even the herbs that we take in Africa, those things you don't have dosage on it. Sometimes, yes, they kill people, they heal you, but the ramifications sometimes because you're not taking the appropriate dose or dosage at the end of the day, it creates some problem. Because like for instance, even those bitter herbs that we take, those things they are very toxic. Sometimes, if you do it overplus, they give you liver problem or some other medical issue. So the issue about this so-called brand tap thing, as long as you have underlying factors, sometimes you need to be advised by doctors before you can proceed with some of them, quite honestly. It don't have to necessarily be something that is harmful. Even in America, you have people taking enhancing medication here, but it has to be advised by doctors. That's all I have to say in that topic. Now, when it comes to this particular situation about this young girl that I think died or whatever, it's
Noble,
unfortunate
can you
that
hear
it
me?
happened. Yes,
Like,
Steve, I'm hearing you.
oh, I wasn't hearing AB. I wasn't hearing any one of you. Sorry.
Are you getting me now, Steve?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yes. So, good to see you. But like I was trying to talk about the young girl situation. Some of those things, especially what the boys, I mean, his side of the story. I
Mr. Connor,
think
Mr. Connor, you gotta look. Maybe you gotta mute. You gotta mute your receiver or
no,
whatsoever behind you.
no. I got
It's
nothing
giving
behind me,
double
Obebo.
sound.
I got nothing behind me,
Okay.
Obebo.
Because
Yeah, I heard that
okay,
echo
go
too,
ahead.
but
Because
I
we're
got
hearing
nothing
double
behind me.
sound. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I think, especially for the younger generation, sometimes the parent, I don't know whether the girl mom is a single mom or whatever it is, but the parents have to be very careful about some of those things and they have to intervene and properly guide the children, be it the male or the female or whatever. Because the human mind and the culture that is in our country right now that is permeating the society over there or is in the society over there right now is very dangerous. Too many violent behavior resorting to smoke, all kinds of things. Sometimes the parent need to discourage certain things and even put their children down and talk to them that, hey, look, you are coming up. If you are involved with somebody, try to take precaution or to be careful how you're proceeding with your life. Because life, you cannot replace life. I mean, unfortunate situation could lead to violence and then eventually it results to death and then you cannot replenish that life as long as it's taken away. So it's unfortunate that it went the way it went, but this should be a teaching moment for all of the people, especially the younger generation. And sometimes the parents around and noticing certain things, I think it's incumbent. It should be on every parent, responsibility wise, to make sure that you guide your kid, especially the ones that under your supervision, like what the boy is stating, where they spend the day selling somewhere, all the kind of thing. And then the mother know of a certain thing and never advise it properly. I think the parent too should be blamed. But again, that is how the story. Unfortunately, I've not heard the entirety of it. But whatever the situation, I think the parents should be responsible sometime under their watch, at least to give some guidance to their children so that they will do
All
at
right.
least try to
Yeah.
do the right thing. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. Steve is back, so I think we cannot transition from the social aspect because we'll continue with these things because most of these things, Steve, have sometimes people learn, sometimes people only listen, and at the end of the day they play the deaf ear and so forth. But Any kind of way you think that you want to take your life, it's up to you. You will pay the penalty. But Steve, I think we cannot transition to so many things happening. Your decom and decom talking about there be no more on a sacred cow every time, no more sacred cow. But still, back to you, my brother. You can take us to the entire show for today.
Well, Milburn, I know you. I know you're in charge, and you have the questions and so forth. So we'll follow your lead. In terms of what's going on the ground, and wherever we need to chip in, we chip in. But I just want to register this before you come in with your questions or statement or things that the way you want the show to be today. I just want to say, please, if everything I've ever said on social media, you don't like it, you don't believe it, you don't trust it, the thing I'm about to say, trust it. Don't listen to anything Joseph Boakai has to say. Let me say on the show today, Joseph Boakai knows about the drug business. Let me say on the show again, Joseph Boakai knows about the drug business. And I stand by what I said. We're getting there. Joseph Boakai is aware. I asked a question on the show a few weeks ago. I said, why did Joseph Boakai go to Guinea-Bissau? When he first became president, what kind of deal Liberia has with Guinea-Bissau? What kind of trade partnership? What do we got to do with them? Now, I don't want to talk about Joe Weah, because we finished with Joe Weah. That's part of the reason we removed him, because he was going to Guinea-Bissau too. I want to talk about Joseph Boakai. Why Joseph Boakai came and went to Guinea-Bissau? Who Joseph Boakai met in Guinea-Bissau? What did they talk about in Guinea-Bissau? Yeah, don't worry. And I assume where Gregor Komone were talking plenty here. Biago, they were talking plenty here. Biago from LDA. Gregor Komone were talking plenty here. I think that they're investigating. Nobody should listen to Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai is a joke. He's not a serious-minded old man. He is not a serious-minded old man. Don't listen to him. I'm saying it, not disrespect to him. He's the president of the Republic of Liberia. But Joseph Boakai is a serious joke, an unrepented joke. Don't listen to him. He's a liar. He's an unserious man. He's deceptive. But the other one, it will catch up with him. They won. It will not leave him behind. It will catch up with him. And we'll get to the bottom of it. No point, is up to you. I just want to lay that point. Don't listen to Joseph Boakai.
Yes, thank you, Steve. And we move up. There's some of the commenters, they are commenting, maybe please talk to your deacon. Well, Alan, myself, we are all confused, and we don't know exactly where we're heading to as a country, because the entire security, people are also, in fact, recommending even the rescuers, Steve. Let me just break the news. They are also recommending that the president now should do reshuffle in the security, or should all kinds of recommendations, and they are doing that. So that tells you that the entire security network, or the entire security of ours or our country, is seriously now involved with the entire drugs issue, allegedly though, because these are information confirmed reports that will keep getting back to back from every aspect of our security. People are alleging that they are involved. But then move forward, Steve, with all of the happening. Yes, the drugs issue still continuing, and Liberians, they want to know, because in fact, yesterday there was this entertainment center that was shut down yesterday by the joint security, and called Private Bar, which of course their CEO Leroy also was involved allegedly with the drugs activity, the $317 million worth of drugs. Now the police RG gradually, some of the rescuers, they are now posting and saying we are disappointed, coming to the spotlight. So let's move into the security network, Steve, because everything that happened on the network of our security, to the extent that the police siren was used to escort the drugs. So I think we will do it, maybe our own thinking when it comes to the security. Steve, should we now do it like, okay, let the president dismiss, or maybe have the police RG suspended, or maybe dismiss? Let the president also suspend or maybe dismiss the justice minister, because everything that we are all noticing now, the police RG no longer talking. It is the information minister now who is now informing the Liberian people about the security happening. How come this is happening, Steve? How come Liberians, they are no longer informed by their justice minister, or better say, by their police RG, who people think that He's the head of the joint security. People want to know, Steve, Mr. Conant, as to how did we arrive at this point that our security network will be used as a conduit for drug trafficking.
Hold on, Maybon. Let me start on that. AB we'll take it from there. I'll close up on it. Let me say something before I make statements to the question that you asked. Nobody should listen to Unity Party people when they say we should not politicize this and the country image is at risk and we should fight drug and drug is a problem for the country and we should unite behind it. Should not be. Don't listen to them. They're a bunch of hypocrites and deceptive like Joseph Boakai. Don't listen to them. Don't take that statement. The country image is not destroyed. The country image is not destroyed. All of us here, we put it behind CDC. When CDC did a 100 million drug raid, all of us, including myself, the same way how I criticized CDC about 100 drug million. I'm not here to join Unity Party people to fight anything. Unity Party people don't want to fight anything. These people are criminally minded. When they're corner, then they come out and they want for you to work together in unity. That's not true. That is not true. That's what they want this conversation to be about. Let all of us should rally around and whatever they want. That's what we get the country for now, so you can stop the drug issue that you're right on. So how can it be other issue again? It can be other issue. Let me come to your direct question. No. Your justice minister has said it on the show. He's a joke. He's a joke. He's a loser. The justice minister. He's a loser and he's a joke. I don't want to talk about that big-headed police director that they're talking whole day. Like, I don't know who made it. These SOD rebel there. Who made it security people? You think because you came from SOD and you get rebel behavior in your, so that means automatically you security inclined? The criminals then who are passing around, the crooks, the liars, the deceptive guys. Gregory come with behavior passing around talking bunch of foolishness. Look, let's not waste our time, everyone. Let's not waste our time. Maybe only the army and the from our information, only the army, big person, and the NSA, big person. You listen to this, oh, because they know that coming in the time will be too big. That might not be compromised. The rest of the people are compromised. The rest of your so-called security, that trash you're getting that security, that trash you're getting that country that security, bunch of irresponsible, reckless people with no integrity, with no moral and ethics. That security people, easily compromised people, that security people. Who told you people that who in authority in security can just be anywhere gallivanting and doing anything and associating themselves with anybody? As a security personnel, so the fact that you even got yourself entangled with somebody that has to do with drug or your honor man in drubbing or whatever it is, you supposed to even resign. The fact that you can't get your honor man in check, who are Gregor Coleman BB men in the police, if they can be held accountable, it's a problem for your leadership. It is not only that they're honor men, they're close people. They're in serious proximity to him. Gregor Coleman should save himself and resign. Small shame better than big shame. He should resign. Not only that he should resign, he should be forwarded to be prosecuted or interrogated or investigated. These guys are that serious group of people. These are the people who are destroying Labrador, including the Heron Costa. These are the dangerous people. But we'll talk about all of them in the little syndicate and ring that they got going on in Labrador. Where 1 minute they will come and tell you, the Henry Costa are talking today. Now the same person a few months ago that told Joe we are the best person to come to be president. So which one is which now? So Henry Costa was just telling us, Joe we are in CDC were good to retain power. Just a few months ago, Henry Costa told us, few months ago, less than 3 years ago, Henry Costa was on Facebook, going Labrador from news station to news station, calling press conferences, telling us that Joe, we are the best person. Today he said he Ozempic looking face in the car there, telling us that CDC were bad. These are the cartels. These are the people that are part of the cartels. The level of inconsistency is destroying our country, and it is confusing our people because they got no moral, they got no integrity. And this is the problem some of us have, because they've been confusing and fooling our people over the years. Gregor, come on, when I'm working in CDC government, he was working in your job there. Gregor, come on. Let somebody can say that lie. So at the end of the day, Melbourne, you don't have security in our country. It's a joke. They're playing games, they're playing themselves, and the other one you catch up with them, they will follow them more. So leave it on to AB. AB, up to you.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. Yeah, go ahead, brother AB. If I'm Mr. Connor, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. Steve, your position is very clear, but you have a deceptive bunch of people that live in our country. I mean, there is no other way to put it, Steve. First and foremost, a country that was declared a narco state, Guinea-Bissau, was declared a narco state. When the military overthrew the government over there, they were trafficking in drugs. That country was declared a narco state. If not the first country, I think among the very first country that Joseph Barker visited was Guinea-Bissau. Not only that, his DEA officials, including the first leadership that he had, they visited Guinea-Bissau. And I think his police.
AB to corroborate it. I think we can add at one point.
Yes.
The Fadiga, the what you mean? What the other one? AB Kroma. Yep. All of them, listen, all of them went to Guinea-Bissau.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking.
With Joseph Walker, all of them went to Guinea-Bissau. You think that today they don't talking yet?
That's the point, Steve. So up to the point they came back in the country, they never addressed the nation, the purpose of the visit. But mind you, on the record, that country is declared a narco state. All right? You come back today, the Joseph Barker government, they told you in Fatiga, he stated that the drug situation in the country has been elevated from Kush to the one that they call plate. He said that there are new set of drugs. He didn't say the old ones were there. He said new set of drugs have entered the country. He stated that. Today we left from that plate, or how they used to call it, template, or some kind of thing they say they put in the head. Another thing now today, you're talking about cocaine. You're exporting it out of the country. And now you got a bunch of people, the hypocrisy that Steve you talk about. The moral equivalence. Oh, CDC this, CDC that. CDC is not in power. They're not running that country anymore. You are in charge of the country. You give the people assurance that you will change things for the better. And the country is retrogressing today. And you get people, the likes of the Costa or whatever, speaking today, talking about this one was bad, that one was bad, and so forth. Liberia decided to vote that government out of office. And for shamelessly, the very people that trumpeted the nonsense called a government today, they stay coming around and they're trying to stay, bamboozle your minds, Liberians, telling you that, oh yeah, this is the best thing for the country. Steve, what sense it really make? The man was smoking weed, he was smoking opium, but he decided to elevate to cocaine. But then you say, oh yeah, this thing cocaine is better than weed. I mean, what sort of craziness is this that this country is in, Steve? So everything you talk about, not only that, Steve, I have lived to see the turbo era up to today's day. I've never seen any police IG or police director before we used to call them to incriminate his whole government. This police IG had told you, and he had never corrected anything. Neither had he come up to state anything on the contrary. He said, and I quote, senior government officials are involved. He didn't tell you previous government official. He said senior government official in this current government They are involved with this drug situation. And your president still keep him in power. He have never called him to question him. Neither the legislative branch have called, cited him for any hearing. Please tell us, can you name this government official? Because they are security risks. But they're passing around telling about, oh, the other government were in power, they did this, the one were in power, they did that. But you see, the police IG, the chief law enforcement officer in the republic is telling you that the current government official at the higher up, obviously his deputy are not higher ups. He's talking about higher up authority are involved with it. He has literally indicted the government. And up to now, your president have done nothing. The legislative branch have never called this man to come and speak to them to give detailed information about this. Yesterday, man, it's still the chief law enforcement officer of the republic. What sort of joke is this? And then yesterday telling you that they are the best. The president's son was named by drug enforcement officer, and he acknowledged the fact that he communicated with the people, that he responded to them. He had never been cited for inquiries. But you pass around low level people, you're arresting them, some of them absconding and everything. But yesterday you're telling us you are doing the right thing. Abel, I don't know how else to put this.
Yeah.
There was a guy, let me just land on this. There was a guy that was working in the Trump government here in the national security apparatus. When you have reservation about the Iran invasion, and he publicly stated it, one way or the other, he was forced to resign or left that government.
Yeah, that the defense intelligence director,
Yes.
he resigned.
Now you got the police IG telling you that they are criminals, they are people indicted, and the man still holding his job. Nobody are for questioning.
Yeah, and he's passing around still talking. He's still passing around talking fooling with BA.
Yeah, man. So look, listen, man. These people would allow Liberians to allow you to be bamboozled. You don't allow yourself to be bamboozled for the second time. Stand up.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Corner, and let me say thank you to Steve. Steve said something that very, very interesting to me, and up to now I'm still thinking, because Steve talk about cartel, and I feel, Steve, you are right. So the issue now of cartel, Steve, in the simplest form, like what you just stated, it's not just about only the importation of drugs or whosoever involved into drugs, but whosoever that are involved into the downfall of our country, you are also cartel. Steve, you're right. Steve, you are right. Look, sometimes when we come on the platform, sometimes with all of our,
and maybe please, let me get real quick because I'll listen in, and then you guys can proceed. But here's the thing. You have a police director that have been distributing cards among government officials. Have you asked him to know where he got the cards from? The man, from an understanding, he gave the speaker card. Even the president got some car in Congo that he gave them. As a police IG, have you asked him? Is it ethically correct to do that? So I just wanted to further understand. I will listen, guys. I'll listen.
Yeah, so we are about to go for the news break, 15 minutes of news break. Maybe we'll play something in place of that. Maybe if yes. So again, what you're saying,
before you go for the break, because I know I'm going with you, let me just take one 30 seconds to say something. Maybe 30 seconds. You see, when we raise the alarm that people should not, first of all, be taking free things and free gifts around, we know what we're talking. When we ask the question why Joseph Braga went to Guinea-Bissau, when he went to do, we know what we're talking. Maybe we'll get back to the conversation after the news bulletin. When you bring us back, we'll get back to it. Folks, please don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Maybe we'll play something first to entertain you as we go to the news bulletin. Thank you.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. The blessing that time and the effort are rest. The brothers giving us here and the promise from them. The welcome my life with African.
I lyrical health.
Master.
Cleverly, so I can't Sktv-Lib. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And yes, I know money, and more I know. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandbaza.
Ena dine ya tumale, ena salia ya tumale, ena kwanagli ya tumale, ena kodubwa ya tumale, ena dine ya tumale, ena salia ya tumale, ena kwanagli ya tumale, ena kodubwa ya tumale, ena napagiyarina ya tumale, Sktv, ena napagiyarina, tosi wakama ya tumale.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lopa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the promise my best. The work with my life with us, yeah. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from River Sass, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk down to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
So there you have it. We have the cartel. Folks, it's 15 minutes past 7. We just back after the news bulletin. Better say after the news break. Thanks to all of you, those of you who have been patiently waiting for the SKTV show right here on Truth FM 96.1. Thanks to all of you, Steve Bude and Better Stay, Mr. Kone. They will join us here any moment from now on. But our president said on today that there will be no sacred cow. Nobody will go unnoticed. So that means even if you're shadow, and anyway, some of you today, I know when you call you start progressing on the shadow, but Mandiko said anybody, even whether you from the security side, you from where, any part of Liberia or any government entity or whosoever person you think you are or closer to, this administration will not allow you to sleep, especially when you're bringing in drugs. So, well, that's a statement from Deacon. Some of you are saying, maybe we tire with these statements. Maybe we tire where Deacon every time he's been promising us that yes, there will be no sacred cow. But every time we see all of this. Well, that's it. But again, Steve says something. I feel now that they're moving forward. Some of us don't know. Most of us, we are cartel. Yes. You are cartel against development. You are cartel against progress. You are cartel against the country moving forward. That's why people are jumping. Look at the politicians jumping from another political party to another political party. Someone, in fact, I saw one other post. They say, I don't know, political Trump and window open. Somebody from CDC to CMC to MDR. What kind of country is this? Tell me, for God's sake. What thing you can't tell Liberian people if you're in that kind of behavior? Or someone yesterday who said, according to Steve, in fact, Steve, I'm also joining Steve, that said that former President Weah was the best president to continue. In fact, the president campaigned and said Mandigon was not capable of ruling Liberia. Mandigon this, Mandigon that. Use all of the adjectives. And the same person coming back to them telling you that Mandigon is the best. I think they are more than just cartel. And Liberians, we got to take their work very serious. There are people who are, that's why I've seen somebody debate quickly, Steve, if I come back to you. There are a lot of debate now going on between the, the progressive, the scholars, and so forth. They all having their own debates about how some people brought Liberia into chaos, how some people treated Liberia, how some people, their behavior, so many things that people are saying that they are bringing out. So these cartels, they don't only drug business. All the people who jumping from place to place, Steve, my brother back, man. I like your statement today, and you just nailed it. There are people that look, Steve, they're drug cartel. So when you take drug benefit from there again, they will jump to the politics side. You see how they work cartel against Steve? I better go ahead, man. Yeah, so we're back. Mr. Coleman will join all, but Steve, this is interesting. Especially, yes, but go ahead.
Melbourne, the people are not serious. These people are a bunch of drug pushers, drug sellers, along with the surrogates. They're here to distract. A few weeks ago, we gathered the information that they were going to reach out to Costa and the other people that they quote-unquote made them to win the election, that helped them win the election, so that they can come in the public and see them acting the way they're acting to distract people from the main issues, because it's gotten to the place now where they put their foot in their mouth. And it's not easy, because everybody want to save themselves. Everybody want to save themselves. And so that's why you see all these guys are popping around all over the place, trying to make it look like it gotta be now a Liberian collective effort for all to say not Unity Party, not Joseph Boaka, and the country is suffering from drug issue. No, the country not suffering from drug issue. Unity Party and Joseph Boaka are the drug dealer and drug sellers. Now they don't want to need to be held accountable. They see how we said, we are the one responsible for the drug. Joe, we had them brought Kush in the country. Now the same way how Joseph Baga will take the responsibility for the drug and the Kush too. What thing happened? Also, we can do it to one person. We can hold one group of people accountable. We can hold the other group of people accountable. No, me, I'm not part of that. And that's what I've always said. If we clean the drugs that were brought in the country, Kush were brought in the country by CDC, and Joe, we were in charge of it. Joe, we were responsible for it. Joseph Boaka is responsible for the cocaine. Joseph Boaka brought the cocaine in the country. And I stand by that. And I'm part of that hypocritical thing on your own.
But let me ask you, Chairman.
Nobody. I will continue to say the truth and don't like me for the truth. So it is what it is. Unity Party take responsibility for this. Simple. Joseph Boaka is the hair cartel.
Yes. And to that, Chairman, quick, let me just because for me, I don't see any argument, and I know the reason why some of them will keep saying, so when it reach this time, then we should not talk about, maybe we should not talk about it, or we should just let it slide. That's what they are. Because for me, I'm not saying getting the Chairman, because, for example, Steve, if their security, because mind you, the entire operation, according to their own code, started September 2024. How they want us to say, oh no, it's CDC? Then, Steve, do you think that we're going to find a solution, or we just is it a political? In fact, let me ask you, Steve, whether it's a political, maybe sentiment? Are they trying to buy political sentiment?
No, bon. Anytime the United Party gets cornered with the facts and reality, they try to look for solidarity to make it look like it's a labyrinthine. Everybody should work together. No, it's not a labyrinthine. The same way how Joe we had them were responsible for Kush. Joseph Boaka is responsible for the meth and the cocaine that in the country. We're not changing the conversation. We're not changing the narrative. And we're not making it suitable for them or making it look like, when we can make this political. Yeah, we can make it political. We made it political during Joe we had time. So what is wrong with now? Oh, so that y'all get different blood running in y'all. So Joe we are not from Labrador. Listen, I don't support Joe we are for the presidency. But I will never, ever be hypocritical to myself. If it were bad for the person, it is bad for the other person too. I will hold them to the same standard. I don't have to play in your foolish things. I'm not part of it. I'm not part of it. And I will never be part of it. We are not making this a generalized issue. This is a Unity Party issue. This is a Joseph Boaka issue. And we'll stick with that. Me. Anybody else will get distracted and say, and you that for drug in the country, and you that made the drug bene, and you that do the one, you that do that one. And I'm part of that. I'm not part of that. I don't get distracted. I don't get carried away. I stay with the issue. The issue here is Joseph Boaka brought drug in the country. He brought cocaine and he brought meth on our people. Tomorrow I will take time to tell you guys what meth can do. Tomorrow I will discuss what meth can do. And we'll tell you, not only the cocaine, you're there about the cocaine. We'll talk about what the meth can do. So the same way our drug we are held to the same standard and accountable for the drug that were brought in the country, the Kush. Joseph Boaka will be held to the same standard. I'm not changing my stand. I'm not even worried about your minions that you got passing around. Now somebody like Costa so can tell you what good for Labrador. Costa, that soulless human being, that he knows also tell you what good for Labrador. That one passing around also, who is total on Facebook yet, that won't get any kind of moral to tell you anything. They're serious in that country. They're serious in that country. And I see Unity Party people flocking to him, and I see one other joker calling Costa a leader and a hero. You 70-year-old Costa a leader and a hero. Even you die instead of going to hell. You stay foolish? You stay foolish? Calling Costa a leader, Costa a leader. But you know why I don't blame Costa? And I will say on the show here, I blame the CDC. It's sweet for the CDC. It's sweet for Joe. Even Costa won, is so Joe today. I will support Costa on it. It's sweet for Joe. Because when people play too much games, when some who are serious, who say the truth, that people that you also want to gravitate towards to be able to tell you the truth in your face. Because we got a boss who can say the truth. That Costa then who playing games for you? And Costa cost Joe we are here. Cost Joe we are all kind of name. Cost sedition and all kind of name. Cost everybody in Joe we are government. Cost the entire government. Lami Notan Costa was left in the water, but Joseph Boakai and play. Joe Weah went and rescue him. Eh? So it's sweet for Joe Weah and CDC. A bunch of stupid people then too. That's it.
And to that point, before Mr. Collins come up, I think you are right, because from all indication, my brother, you know, and that's what giving CDC heart and to the media tell you. The people, citizens, voted CDC free of charge, but all CDC officials abandon the ground rooters or those people who sacrifice their lives, their time, and everything to vote for CDC. They start to do pick and choose. They start looking for people who are famous. They start looking for people who maybe on the internet who get thousands of followers, viewers, and all the kind of thing. Start paying people huge sum of money, forgetting about their how they call the guys who always in the trenches. They are militants. Good. They forget about the militants instead of CDC empowering the militants. I see the United doing right now. They always forgetting about the militants. And at the end of the day, they will come back after.
Let me ask you the question before AB comes in. Let me ask you the question. You say, when did the report establish that drugs started coming in Liberia?
September, according to the court indictment of the court person. I think that was the 19 or the 19.
September when?
September 2024.
Okay. I want to calculate something. I want to do a math. I want to calculate something. September, August, July, June. And at 3 more.
September.
Let's go back. August. August.
Yeah.
July.
Yes.
And June. And at 3 more. You know when Joseph Boakai went to Guinea-Bissau? May 15, 2024. Joseph Boakai, a drug dealer. You know? Joseph Boakai, a drug dealer. I will keep saying it. Let Joseph Boakai tell the Labrampo why he went to Guinea-Bissau. And you know why he went to Guinea-Bissau? You know why he went there for? Only one day. Only one day. Think about this in your brain. Joseph Boakai sat down in private jet. Got on a private jet. And he wouldn't get on a private jet now. Can who he carry? He carried a DEA people with him. Joseph Boakai carried a DEA people with him. Maybe they need to start questioning Fadiga, what they want to do over there, and they need to also question AB Kroma, what they want to do over there in Guinea-Bissau. What was discussed there? Why they went to Guinea-Bissau and they carry all the drug people? Why? The drug enforcement officer, why they got to carry them to Guinea-Bissau? Why? The leadership of the drug enforcement office in Liberia, why they got to carry them to Guinea-Bissau? The criminal then packed together, and they wanted to say something, serious manipulating, like, oh, you think that stupid people you dealing with, you think we know us, sir? You think we know us, sir? You think we not understand? You think we ain't paying attention to what's going on? You're ready, you want to distract the conversation, you want to throw mud here, you're bringing other funny group of people, you're putting in the top funny thing, you're bringing other putting in the top funny thing. Let me say it to you today, they want to disrupt the conversation. Sarah Besler knew what they bring in the conversation is sweet for her. That deep politics, tomorrow we'll talk about it, that politics they're using. That tomorrow we'll discuss Sarah Besler role and why they're bringing Sarah Besler inside, what a distraction they want to bring. Y'all leave that story here, man. You think that's stupid? Like those stupid people in Liberia, you can play. Some of you can play. We don't want to announce it to you that noise are coming in the town before you even talk about your drug business. We don't want to you on the show. Go check on some of our Facebook page. Go back to the record that yo-yo are coming in the town. We don't want to announce it that there will be some serious yo-yo coming in the town. And some of those goons then that come on Facebook, they confuse people there that don't know what's going on. They won't be asking stupid questions, disrespecting people and talking something. Some of the places that we can go, some of you will never go there, your pa and your man will never go there until they die. The thing that we will not see. Some of your pa, your great-grandfather and mother then will never ever see it until they die. We know what we are talking. We don't just come here and sit and talk. And I get no reason to bring anybody, but I'm saying it on the show. as long as we bring George Weah for Kush in Liberia, Joseph Boakai is to be blamed for cocaine and meth in the country. And in fact, Joseph Boakai appeared even more suspicious that after 3 months when he left Guinea-Bissau, that's when the drugs started coming in the country. You all need to ask Joseph Boakai to answer a question. You all need to ask Joseph Boakai to answer a question. He's a drug pushing papi. I don't say it. As though county show and say, oh, the president, I know about what you're talking about. Y'all care that funny talk somewhere else. Me on our level. I operate on big board level. And the big board level I operate on the conversation I'm having here today. Tomorrow coming, we'll tell you who behind that Sarah Bevel noise. Jeremiah Kunti is smart. He is smart.
That's the thing, man.
Jeremiah
they want to use the time now to destroy each other. No.
If I may get Jeremiah kudos, let me get Jeremiah kudos on the phone, on the show here. Jeremiah Kun say we point that out in the choir and medicine may not start calling hell and yombo. Correct. You put yourself together now, Jeremiah Kun, your life will be okay. Put yourself together. That's why you so put yourself together. I leave choir hell and your man. If you call hell and medicine man, you see your man, you think you smart. Don't worry, Jeremiah Kun. Don't worry.
So quickly before Mr. Connect, do you think the cartel will be destroyed? And who are those cartel? Because the cartel is just saying that
we don't have the ability, we don't have the capacity to destroy any cartel. Let me tell you what about to happen. That is about to eat baby. They will expose each other. The bad thing they didn't want independent people to come to the conversation. Now that independent people are coming to the conversation is becoming interesting because it's no longer Gregor Como coming us away, be here and talking foolishness. No longer that thing again. Gregor Como now they need to go sit down somewhere, rest his body, and start thinking about his role and what he did and what's going on. That's why you need to be worried about. So we're not worried about that one year. They play a conversation and reach serious-minded people in the conversation. And that's what I wanted from day one. For serious-minded people. Let me tell you something. Labrador does not have the capacity to destroy any cartel. What Labrador will do is they will just expose all the government officials that have been part of this thing, that have been playing games and are doing whatever it is, and they will get arrested and they will be held accountable by a serious-minded group of people. That's it. But talk about destroying cartel. Labrador even get fishing boat or get on the water for you to go talk about destroy. You know what I mean when you say you destroy cartel? Do you understand? You know what can these people possess? I'm not talking about whole government. The resources that people get is very unlimited. That Labrador what Joseph Boakai saying that what they saying that in private jet, you know about the private jet, what they just smiling, saying that in private jet that I want to see him come and destroy what he. Joseph Boakai know he left on red. I guess you right, man. We're not destroying no cartel, don't waste your time. That statement, that reckless statement. Serial man.
All right. So let's hear from Mr. Connor. Then go to the line and hear from the people. Mr. Connor, what say you before go to the line?
Tomorrow show will be that big boring show tomorrow.
Maybe I think you got an echo, man. I think you still got some echo behind it. Thank you. Hello, you getting me now? Thank you. Look, listen, Steve. Like you stated, just how they want us to believe Kush is to CDC, that's just how cocaine is to Unity Party. But this thing about Unity Party, whenever it suits them, then they want for people, the country to converge, to unite. Still, you remember when it came to the permanent seat on the United Nations stuff. That's when the people saw the need to speak to people like even Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, or to even call. That when they got to understand that there were former president in our country named George Weah. That's when they wanted to call them. Oh, you know, the man, that is about your country now. You're supposed to reach out. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. This government, you took down a government for 6 years. You called everybody the worst name in our country. You called them all drug baron in our country. Now today it comes home to roost. Then I tell you, oh no, you know, if Joseph Boakai, you know, it's about the George Weah. If any of his children have made a trip to Spain wherein it was orchestrated by a drug baron during his 6-year tenure. You're not be having this conversation today. But you have the president's son. Up to now, he had not even explained to you what did he go, what he wanted to do in Spain. He had not explained to you how the people got contact with him and he responded to them. Nothing. He had not been invited. And he told her, he said he will avail himself for that. He had not done that. You have a police director that told you that your government, he indicted the government. Up to today's day, he's still police director. But then he said, oh no, everybody need to come together. Is the interest come together for what? So when it benefits you that when the country should come together. But when it's on the contrary, then you destroy any other person. Even forget about it being on the job. Even if it was another country, as long as it was a united party, they would destroy that leadership that state because it suits them. They destroyed prominent people that had no business to be destroyed. They destroyed them. But then today, calling on you, they want you to accept this kind of thing. Now, when you got people with questionable character and questionable moral standing, they come to speak to you, then they say, oh, yeah, the leader has spoken. Do I look like to go look at a 40-year-old man, 44-year-old man to call him a leader? For me, for what? This man, like Paul can say, he talked too sour on his mouth. He had told you the worst thing about Joseph Boakai. His personal life, everything that transpired in your life. This is the same man you can't get credibility today. Who is Costa that has any moral standing to tell you anything? This man is benefiting from this government today because they gave you a mining contract. He must protect it. He told you that your vice president was a boyo. Is that a man to listen to? Is that a man to pay credence to? But the good thing about it is that I bet you the way he used to go in Liberia and amass people around, I challenge him. He can never try that because nobody is listening to him. That's the reason why he don't even go there to speak about people coming to meet him at airport. That's how much irrelevant he has become. So I don't listen to that. But because they finally now see that the situation is becoming so unbearable, that's the reason why they're trying to bring up all the people. Well, let's pay for the other person that take to the airwave. Let's pay for that. What made you think that the fatty guy then going back to Spoon TV today? Anyone the phone, I know, Cash Reload or whatever the platform they were on. But because it's kind of tough now, so they're going all around trying, it's the country, we need to unite. This drug thing, not black, I think.
Lido, carry that burden. Who let sweet bread, man? Those two men are sweet bread. Like, get that sweet bread, will follow you.
Those things are not going to happen. You have a government, the greatest drug boss of the nation. There's only the president know. Oh, no, the other person know about you. But your police already telling all that is the higher up. The IG, if it tells you that higher up, many people that are above him. But yesterday you are not calling for questioning. I will keep beating this home to tell you that this is a government that indeed the chief law enforcement officer of the republic is telling you that people in higher places are responsible for drug trafficking in your country.
Eddie, quickly, man. I know we're coming to go to the news bulletin, but I have the Honorable Yeke Koluba. Milborn, if it's okay with you, so he can chime in real quick in the conversation. Sure. To get some feedback. Sure. Honorable, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you. Let me say good evening to you, Milborn, Abraham, right?
Yes.
Yeah, brother Abraham, let me tell you something. Look, you will not blame Costa. You can never find opposition in Liberia. Because number one, Costa is doing business. How is he making his diamond business, his money business is doing? When you speak about the AOC in the government, they will tie everything like they're doing to accountability. You know what some of us standing up and talking is because the government cannot do anything with me in the country. They can't stop any business about me. When you want to be in opposition, you have to be ready to do it.
Right.
Integrity, when it comes to opposition, integrity is not in Liberia. More 90% of the opposition are playing game with the government because they have businesses. When they talk, they will hold them. When they talk, they will bring indictment over them. Look, Joseph Boakai is the chief drug cartel in Liberia. Joseph Boakai is for me. I don't call him minister. I don't call him president because he has lost all of that. The promise made to me that you are going to govern this country well. Steve, let me tell you something today. You know they got money in the drawer here. They got money in the House of Representatives. People will not speak because when you speak, you will not eat some of the money. I challenge them. You see people that will say things that have been protected by the Constitution. They will come out and say, I'm very sorry. I can never ever do that. If that will cause me to be representative, I don't need the work. The people tomorrow will know what is going on. Look, until Joseph Boakai can be arrested for the drugs business, the drugs business will not get all of that, bro. Joseph Boakai go to Freetown and go discuss with the chief drugs cartel, which is his partner. Anytime Joseph Boakai go to Freetown and come out of problem in the country with drugs business. Joseph Boakai is the most senior drugs cartel in this country. And the reason why I was all in the country, I will not be here speaking about is because I want to be here and say what I want to say. The whole government was indicted. Let me tell you.
Exactly.
The way he spoke. Let me tell you why Gregory spoke the way he spoke. You know when Joseph Boakai was in Grand Bassa, he wanted to sack Gregory. And Gregory knows that the whole government is involved. So he came on the radio when they were having a press conference. He and the judge agreed for him to speak the way he spoke.
Okay.
He says senior officials of government, of this government, senior are involved. You know why he said it? Because Gregory was getting ready to call all of them in. Gregory threatened them, so they left Gregory. This drugs business can never pass by Gregory. This drugs business can never pass by the justice minister. This drugs business can never pass by Joseph Boakai and his son. But people are joking. People are joking. Look, Joseph Boakai has become an embarrassment to himself. You think Joseph Boakai doesn't know what he's doing? Look at his statement today. People that think they can use Liberia, listen to me. Who will listen to you when you are the chief drug cartel? Who will listen to you? Chief senior drug cartel like you. Who will listen to you?
Thank you, Honorable. Thank you so much.
Joseph Boakai is an embarrassment to himself. Not the country.
Honorable.
He's out.
Thank you, Honorable. Honorable, I beg you, tomorrow, can you make time for me to call you for you to join us in a lengthy conversation? Because this thing...
Very well, but when it comes to the trust business, our people need to be liberated.
All right, thank you.
Thank you
so much.
Everything. Shut up, BMA, government.
Thank you. Melbourne will have folks, thank you, Honorable. Folks, we'll have the Honorable man with us tomorrow by the grace of God. Melbourne, turn it over to you.
Great. Thank you, Steve. So to our lawmaker tomorrow, please join us tomorrow so that we can have a sweet and beautiful conversation about the drugs issue. But let's go to the line to hear from our people. 0770203125. That's the number. Some of you already have the number saved in your phone to this first caller. Good evening.
Good evening to the rest of the panelists.
Yeah.
Just
hello, we're listening to you. Go ahead.
I don't know, sometimes it has become customary that if you're now critical of the government, you have become famous, even if the government is struggling.
Hello, to this caller. Good evening.
Good evening, neighbor, and good evening to the many people.
Yes, my dear, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Mama. Yeah, bro, neighbor, they kill it in the to me. The vision is to pull the radio was moving there for this. When he made a people, they little girl wanted me to be arrested because she knew what was between the people. They was our around. They were not telling us they get screaming when this boy was taking off of a left, freely, forcefully like that. They need to be arrested. Property is the people that this boy was running to sell a young. Not telling us they were not share the problem with him before you could call the boss say not to be sell a young. All these two parties need to be arrested. Because they celebrating her for 14 years, or to 19. So it's not just for easy. Now, chicken down there, here for him, and then they bought there was chill and his football is when his son became like chicken water he was giving. So you know.
All right, thank you so much. Let's get to this other caller. Good evening. Yes, my brother, go ahead.
Thank you. Well, my name is Vincent, and I'm coming from Chicken Catholic University. I agree with you, and I want to tell you that some people are never say that's for it because of that view. We see with the last thing yesterday that President that was talking for yesterday, the thing that I am used to water and that president they are aware of this drug that comes to the country. Now, they can prove me wrong, but I agree with you, and they responsible for this drug. The entire other officials are part of this drug issue until they can prove us wrong. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let me move straight to Hansen. Hansen Kewu, my dear good friend and brother, good evening. Hansen. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Hansen.
Yes, let me say good evening to those that are on the panel this evening. My name is Hussein Kewu, and I call from the traffic using my earpiece following the show. So, therefore, you know, many a time when I call you guys, always restrict my conversation on the radio, when especially being confirmed with what you discuss. So you listen to one of the panelists who said we are not stupid like those in Liberia. So after you have to take it back. So, people, we have our disagreement. We have our disagreement. Government will continue to have disagreement and recommend to the national government to improve also on these things, the people. But to that angle, you heard it when you said it. And I'm thinking of right where I said, no, you need to take it back. Because you can have disagreement with the government officials and even the government, but you cannot sound like that. No, they're sure I didn't follow about people around the world. How come you there in America?
So let's go to the issue. Hey, you finish recommending already? You can't be recommending and be warning now. You finish recommending already, no problem. Now go ahead, go to the point.
Yes, Mabel, thank you. The issue of the drug cartel in our country, this has been a long time story. No, every time the president will speak and says, we will fight drugs to the coast. And he's just again and saying, making the government commitment that we will fight drugs to the coast. And the law will take it. So don't move on. If the leader were not speaking, sitting back and just watch, it will be another thing. But the president continues to talk.
But sometimes the leaders can be speaking and their talks going nowhere. And Liberia is noted for that. Most of our leaders, they come, they talk. At the end of the day, nothing happens.
But it is important that the leader is speaking. So those that are in authority to take heed of this law. We owe it to Liberia. What we do of a disagreement, we owe it to Liberia.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lucy. Let me take the other caller. Good evening.
Good evening, Mabel. Good evening to your panelists. Mabel, the whole just fighting this. How come they are arresting some people and leaving some people? Because I can recall the mayor at the RIA said they make him up as a hearing they arresting him.
Which one they met? Because I think one of them have been arrested. I think is I don't know the deputy. One of them have been arrested and pending investigation or trial and so forth. But go ahead.
Yeah. Why say that that pick and choose they want to? They say they're fighting a job. Yeah, just saying that imagine when they really went on the street after protesting to end drugs. I can imagine the people were laughing because they knew what they were doing exactly. They were just sitting there laughing, seeing people up and down, wearing black. Oh, we will put into job, put into job. And just as the other panelist said, we are going to say everything when we are in Filipino. All we know, all the jobs that came to the country when we are in Filipino. Why is it now people get angry? So we shouldn't say that. But then those who need that coming or they are arresting them, why up to now? Jojo, they call Jojo for questioning. They're supposed to pay how the people get in no more. Why should he reply to the people text message?
All right. Yes, go ahead quickly.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Let's take the other caller. Good evening. Yes, my brother, go ahead quickly, my bro. All right, go ahead.
I don't know how to take this electric or what. But can you imagine? I mean, actually, over you go to war, you put a whole church, and even the top common official and employee in the church, you try to see our country. But in the actually, they found the world state of the day, they show our country to get out of the day. Why we actually stay with the position, the same position, the president is not going to have this very actually. Why? The other point in my opinion is the capital nation to working in the church issue. They put it in I'm scared about the next one to work. Call to party education. They put it actually say, go out to know who actually is going how to be self, how to put a for the actually machine position.
Thank you so much, the police RG, the Justice Minister. Yes. Yeah, my brother, good evening, quickly.
You remember I'm Spencer Mohammed and I call for downpost on you. One time community, never of concern my brother for justice. Never, as for me, people who said yesterday we should provide evidence, the evidence are clear. How will the government that claim they are fighting drugs will provide 2 ambulances for the drugs to be escorted for
Serene police escorts.
In our local balance and in our local authority, Serene symbolizes authority. This clearly gives authority to the escort of the drugs, meaning the president, the entire government are in the know of the drugs. That's why they escorted it on the taxpayer ceremony. So what's here to argue on? Nothing here to argue. As for President Boakai, well, thankfully, today, we understood that they are here to investigate, and we pray that the need will be done, and let Jojo Boakai and his father give account of this multi-million-dollar drug that came to our country that have destroyed the future generation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. 1 or 2 more calls, and then we'll cross over to our team. Good evening. Yes, my sister, go ahead.
Let me tell you, we said anything we stand with, and we have them, we said, Joe Baka is the official. They want to trust in the country. And they say, exporting is joy, but you can remember when they went after the other machine, they said, and the past thing where they come, that we took the discussion, we were discussing. Let's not say, and it's not really trust. So, no one can actually forecast it, not inside there, not in the new system, the certificate of 1 year America. We need to after that application, the whole country. They will be shocked by Joe Focason and Jojo, the fire, the few
Thank you so much to the last caller. Good evening.
Good evening, neighbor.
Yes, my brother. Good evening. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. I'll come up with you really remember the concern and dream of justice. At this point, so regime and politics, not to know there or a love issue or they will get a lot of conclusion until we can find out who brought drugging like you and everything that's taken out with it. No one of the distraction will take it off the table. And let me say to those who are wondering why this government is proceeding, there are a lot of crimes in government. When our own man, the nation woman now, he went to see my show at the city. He said, when people look at the house, very good. That people will drive and move. They understand or set it price. And in some man who will buy it for a small way to wait. You wait and don't start for and find out what we are doing.
All right, my man, we don't have time for all that other thing, but we gotta go, people, because our news team, they're already on our back, so we have to go in time. And Mr. Conan, I guess you listened to our people, but quickly before I turn over to you, let me say this to all of our people, no matter how you want to put it. As Steve said, we will blame our leadership, we will blame our government. No way that you can take it in and say, no, you know, maybe we should not. No. We will hold our government accountable, because that's why we put our government. In fact, this government headed by Madikon, that's why we put them into power, for them to be able to take good care of us, to look after our welfare, to look after our security and so forth. So it's not time to come be playing politics. Most of you, what you see today is politics. But when the rain fall, it don't fall on one roof. Think about what happened. Today, They are not progressive or working aggressive today, seeing them right, and they are doing changes of how things happen by them. And what some of you are following. So you got to be wise. This thing is not about which party you front, which party you for. It's about the wrong thing that happening. It's shameful, it's disgraceful, it's embarrassing that me, Mabel, I will be defending my wife. For example, only to come out that my wife is part of certain thing. That's why when this happen, you don't just easily go ahead to be defending people. The first thing is, okay, we will ask, we will investigate, and we'll find out, then we'll come out with our side of the story. But most of us, we can finish taking side before even investigation. By the time investigation come out now, then you embarrass. You see, that boy ain't happened before. No. By the way, Mr. Connor, we gotta go. What say you, my brother?
Yeah, maybe. Let me say thanks to the callers, man. They are playing their part and we are playing our part too. But we will continue to highlight those things. And no Liberian should allow themselves to be lied to and bamboozled by any of those discredited people called as a talk show hosts and any other thing. Everyone is very much fulcrum. We know exactly what's going on in the country and we'll continue to speak it out. And people should not be afraid to speak about the plight of their country. They did it yesterday to other people, and they should expect that other people's going to do it, not because they fabricate it, not make it up story. This is what happened in your country, and we need to continue to speak to it. Let me say thanks to all of the callers, man. And then we will be here tomorrow, people. And thanks for the time. Mabel, are you there? Mabel, are you there? Mabel, are you frozen or what?
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you. It's just that you are having a little difficulty, so I think we got to go now. But if you want to conclude quickly, then we can go ahead with you. But we've been having difficulty in getting you. But go ahead.
No. You getting me now? I'm saying that thanks to the callers,
Yes.
and we got to continue to speak to these issues. What's happening in Liberia? They say when the rainfall is going to fall on everyone, it's not going to be falling on special people. If that country is troubled by anything, it's all about our business to speak about it. All right? We can't be selective about it. So again, the government will have to do the right thing to protect the integrity of the nation and stop this cheap politics. People are even the marketers right now, they very know exactly what's going on in their country. Nobody can fool anybody in the town again. But thanks for the time. We'll be here tomorrow, maybe.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. And let me say thanks to all of our viewers, our supporters, and well wishers, those of you always following this broadcast. We see that again on tomorrow by the grace of God. Hopefully, by God's grace, Honorable Yeke Koduwa will join us here on tomorrow. So if you're there, please come at it tomorrow and also share the show so that Honorable Yeke Koduwa will be able to inform us about some of the happening. But to admit on a very serious note, the government is responsible because from all indications, all the heads that have been rolling back to back, they're all coming from government, current government. They are not from whether from the past. We hold the current government responsible because they are the ones that are in leadership, so they should be able to look after our security. So no matter whether you're for the government or not, tell the government that no, when it comes to the issue of drugs, there's no way the government will be able to use a police syringe. You know what you're talking about? And you want us to believe that no, the government is not there, but hey, maybe, you know, the papa is trying, the papa not trying nothing. He's my own deacon. He tried nothing. He said, I'll do more. Because even when people really ask about your own son, so some of these things ought to be talked about. See all of you on tomorrow. Good night from our end here.
Or authority, let me be clear and absolute. To those who seek to bring illegal drugs into Liberia to destroy the lives of our young people, let them hear me today. To those who believe Liberia can be used as a transit point for international culture traffic, let them hear me as well. For those who believe that their positions, influence, wealth, or authority places them beyond the reach of justice, clean your ears and hear me today, well, and be warned. We will identify you, we will pursue you, we will find you, and we will be with you in accordance with the rule of law. There will be no sacred cows in this Joseph Nima Walker administration. No one who engages in criminal activity will be permitted to hide behind poverty, public office, political influence, business interests, and their family connections, or any other position of authority. So whether you're a government official, a law enforcement officer, a businessman, a custom broker, or an ordinary citizen, the law must apply equally to everyone. This is the life.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to sell. Blessing that time and that effort are rest. The brothers giving us here and the parents from there. The welcome and life without fear.
I lyrical
Master.
Clay Paris, who make you, I can't Sktv-Lib. Say my journey, Tina get I say my yamo. And yes, I know money, and more I know. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandmother.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget now ya to money. That's the TV, and I don't forget it now. So she work on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandmother.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to sell. The flesh, that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the premise from best. The world with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia.